His Excellency Shri Vidyasakar Raoji, Governor of Maharashtra, Honourable Shri UK Sinha, Chairman SEBI, Shri R.K. Agarwal, whole-time member SEBI, Shri Ashish Chavan, CEO and Managing Director BSE, Honourable dignitaries and guests. A very, very good morning to all of you and a warm welcome to all of you today to this conference on cybersecurity and resilience. We are all living in a digital era. Computers and technology have pervaded every aspect of our lives. India today is among the largest users of digital technology in the world. With about 250 million internet users and growing, India will cross US as the second largest internet base in the world this year. China is leading the statistics at 300 million internet users. Similarly, India will also be second behind China in the total number of smartphone users across the world. India and China have accounted for half the world's smartphone purchases in 2014. This increased adoption of technology has made us all very vulnerable, essentially to a new type of threat in the digital space. According to a dated cybercrime report of a few years ago, globally there are 50,000 cybercrime victims every hour or 14 victims every second. And this was the statistics from a few years ago. India ranks second on the list of most cyber attacks on mobile devices after Russia. 8% of all mobile attacks in the world happen in India. Cyber threat is increasingly becoming important in the banking and financial services sector. With digitization and dematerialization, assets of individuals have transformed from physical, something that we can touch and feel and may be very close to us, to virtual, something that has become very intangible and is stored somewhere out in the cloud. This applies equally to money, stocks, mutual funds, and the like. Hence, while a lot of cyber crimes in the past have been about stealing data or impacting the availability of a service, cyber criminals are now focusing on this increasingly virtualized world of finance. A recent report by the Kaspersky Labs on financial cyber threats has highlighted this trend of cyber criminals shifting focus from attacking end users to pursue organizations that work with financial information and payment tools. Some of you may be aware of the recent cyber attacks against some banks by a gang called Carbonac, which used computer viruses to infect company networks with malware, including video surveillance that enabled them to record the staff's activities on his computer. They used this data to transfer money from the bank's accounts, and as of information yet uncovered, they have siphoned off almost $1 billion across multiple banks. Fighting cyber crimes needs a multi-pronged strategy across the entire ecosystem. Traditionally, the attitude of businesses to cybersecurity has been to relegate it to the IT department. Given the pervasive nature and constant proliferation of threats in cyberspace, the traditional approach is no longer effective. Cyber resilience is about the management, not the elimination of risk. It recognizes that the security needs to be beyond systems, software, or IT departments. It means using people, process, and technology to incorporate security into the entire business model. The executive management team should provide leadership in implementing a strong resilience framework that enables the organization to be prepared, implement a well-designed security framework, incorporate technology controls, and have a framework for incident response and recovery. Periodic audits, assessments, and penetration testing exercises should be a part of this strategy. I strongly believe that cyber resilience is critical enough to be a responsibility of the C-suite rather than just the IT team. In this context, today's conference, with a specific focus on the financial services sector, is quite well-timed. An impressive array of speakers have been lined up to speak from their experiences and, more importantly, share their learnings. And I hope that this results in a collective set of best practices and policies for all of us to adopt and put up a united front against this threat to our industry. I wish you all a very stimulating and interesting day ahead. Thank you very much for being here.